Hey everybody, this is Stormland. Thanks for joining me on another one of Chris's beer reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Garrison Brewery Winter Warmer from Halifax, Nova Scotia. This is a seasonal winter warmer brew we got here. We got a 500 milliliter bottle at 6.5% ABV, and it's a $3.50 bottle. They consider this to be a premium beer. It says specialty brewed with clove, cinnamon, and demerara sugar. This festive strong ale will have you dreaming of snowy days and winter nights. I'm really afraid here because I feel like I've reviewed this, but I'm not too sure. If I have reviewed this, I'm just gonna have to pick the best one, eh? All right, I'm gonna be drinking it out of the Erdinger Weissbrau, wicked looking gigantic glass here. Cheers. I notice my shirt says never trust a squirrel because it'll bite you in the nuts. I bought this shirt because when I was a little kid, I climbed up into a tree and a squirrel attacked me, and it did laps around my arm, and the whole way down it just kept biting me and biting me and biting me. Anyways, I got tested for rabies, and turns out that it didn't have rabies, so that's pretty good. One finger head here. Far from Whitehead, we got more of a caramel colored looking head. Very cool, festive looking beer. We clearly have like a dark red, like a mahogany looking color. You can actually see the carbonated bubbles flowing up inside regardless of how dark it is. I smell the cloves in this, but I'm not really picking up on the cinnamon or any kind of a strange sugar like the bottle mentioned. So let's see how it tastes. Now that's a good beer. Now, the last time I could say that I had a beer that was quite similar to this was the Great Lakes Brewery's Winter Ale, full of cinnamon and spices. This also goes for the pumpkin beers that come out every Halloween. This is very similar, except it doesn't have like the nutmeg in it. It doesn't have some of the other things that remind you of pumpkin pie. But it sure is good. I absolutely die for these types of beers because I honestly look forward to winter every year just for all the holiday releases, and this is a prime example of some of the reasons as to why I'm so excited. I love cinnamon in my beer. I've gotten to the point now where I really feel like I might have even overdone these types of beers. I love them, but there's this taste in them now that not starting. Let's say it's not what it used to be for me. So it's a lot more difficult for me to actually review these types of beers now because they all kind of start to taste the same, even though they all do have very mild differences between one another. Keep that in mind. If you're one of those people that didn't like the Great Lakes Winter Ale because it was way too potent with these spices and flavors, whew, just got the chills. Then you'll start to notice the same thing, regardless of any kind of beer you're drinking. If it's made almost the same way, like the Great Lakes Brewery Winter Ale is an extreme version of this type of a beer with crazy spices in it. So it's probably easier for me to drink this than it would be for me to drink that winter ale right now. I still remember my first reaction to drinking a beer of this caliber, and I was so pleasantly surprised. I ended up buying a whole bunch of bottles for a bunch of people just to see the look on their face when they were trying it for the first time. So there you have it, people. There's not too much for me to say about this. You don't taste much in the world of hops and malts. It's very well rounded. It's not too carbonated. Goes down very smooth. And I got to go to band practice right now, so I might actually be throwing the rest of this in the fridge. So there you have it, people. Out of a 10, in the world of these types of beers, these spicy beers, I'd probably give it an 8. 8 out of 10. That's that. So thanks for joining me in another one of Chris's beer reviews. Do me a favor, people. Stop drinking and driving. Drink responsibly, because that's the only way it's going to work. All right? Cheers.